2, 3, 4.
That's great.
Well, it's a 99, baby. It's my favorite time of the day. Well, it's a 99, baby. Can't wait to hear what they have to say.
All right, number one, an ultra runner named Camille Herron has set a new record for women. She ran more than 270 miles in 48 hours. She did it in Australia over the weekend. The math is pretty simple. She ran about 135 miles each day.
Good Lord. Wow.
She did it on a track, so she did more than 1,000 laps. At a few points, runners changed direction, and Herron took a few breaks to eat, take short naps. She's 41 years old. The previous record was 255 miles. Herron has said that the longer she runs, the better she gets.
That's on a track. You imagine going around on a track over and over and over.
I gotta be honest, even if it wasn't on a track,
Still
not interested.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my.
All right, number 8, it might be easier to get into Harvard than it is to get into one of the new high-end luxury gyms that are popping up. And some of these places charge up to $2,700 a month. They're known as application-only gyms. About a dozen of them have opened up across the country. You need letters of recommendation and several referrals just to get an interview. If you don't have a strong social media presence, don't even bother. They'll check that out. If you're not already in good shape, don't bother. They'll turn you away. Here's how they get away with it. They don't call themselves gyms. They use names like social wellness clubs or wellness destinations. And people are paying this money to have access to things like private saunas, salt baths, the best workout equipment, world-class trainers, and of course, status.
There's one in Chicago that I know
Oh, really?
of. Yeah.
Yeah, what's their
understand.
name so we can just
don't know
dump
what the
on
name-
them on TV?
I don't know what the name is.
Is
but I
Dan
don't
Ponce a
understand
member?
it. I know. So I was trying to rack my brain. Like, is Dan in this one? No, he's not.
They were like, we don't think we can let you in. He's like, I can sing. They're like, you're in.
I love him.
He sings?
Yeah, he's the best.
Number 7, Pat showed us some of the great clothes that LSU women's basketball head coach Kim Mulkey has been wearing for March Madness, and here are some more great looks. And we have some more information about her great career. She was raised in Tickfaw, Louisiana, which has a population of under 1,000 people. She was one of the first girls in the U.S. to play youth basketball with boys. At Hammond High School in the late 70s, she led the team to 4 state titles. It was known as the Hammond Honey.
Wow.
Graduated as valedictorian. Then she went to Louisiana Tech and won 2 national titles. And we have video of her in college. She helped the USA women's basketball team to a gold medal at the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. There she is right there.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
As a coach at Baylor, she won 3 national championships, and now she's at LSU hoping for another. That is quite a career there. Wow.
Man.
All right, number 6. Does this look familiar to you? It's one of the most famous landmarks on the planet.
Oh, I know what
it's
that is.
Before the before picture of the old Mount Rushmore in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Before George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Theodore Roosevelt and Abraham Lincoln were carved into the side. The creation of the monument was quite a remarkable process. Between 1927 and 1941, 400 workers used jackhammers to carve out the president's faces. They were reportedly paid $8 an hour. Here's a fun fact.
They got to use a jackhammer.
Yeah, they're more likely, there will be more than likely never another 5th president added onto the Mount Rushmore because there's not enough room.
Yeah.
Unless they carve down in their chest area. You could throw 1 or 2 in there, I would think.
Oh, yeah. All right, number 5, maybe you learned about the Ipian Way-In School. It's a road that was built in 312 BC and is still functioning today.
Wow.
How cool is
It
that?
connects Rome and central Italy all the way to the southeast of the country. It was constructed as a key supply line for the Roman military and was probably responsible for their conquests in the south. And the construction of the road was revolutionary at the time, with innovations in how stones and mortar were laid. It's largely intact still. Look at that.
You can't get the Kennedy Expressway. We're sticking, it stinks.
The first 10 miles of it are preserved as a park. What did I call it?
kind
It's
of-
the Appian Way.
Appian Way.
I said something about a school. Did I call it the wrong thing?
No, you didn't say
I
that.
wasn't paying any attention. But
Oh, in school. Wait. Oh, well, you may have learned about it in school. That's what it was.
I
There
know.
was a school in there
I
somewhere.
screwed up. There it is.
That
It's the
is.
Appian Way.
Yeah. Yeah, here they got a lot of old stuff in Rome.
There we go.
I've heard the same.
Number 4, we're looking at some hangover cures from the olden days. See?
All right.
You want to take this one, Robin?
No, you do it,
sure.
Patrick.
We're talking the old super olden days, like the Victorian era. Back then, chimney sweeps in England used to sell extra soot from their chimneys because people thought mixing the soot with a hot cup of milk before a night of drinking would keep you from feeling the lousy effects the next morning. And let's not leave out Coca-Cola. Until 1906, Coca-Cola was made with coca leaf extract, which makes cocaine. So it was also a really popular hangover option.
Sure.
Wow. I don't know about that. All right. Number 3, if you're looking to work on your mobility and balance, try the shoe and sock challenge. Keep in mind, most people have a hard time with this one, so take it slowly and try it one step at a time. First, work on picking up your sock and shoe while standing on one leg. Then keep practicing putting them on while standing in place. If you need help, hold onto a chair or a wall until you're comfortable and secure enough to do it on your own.
Alrighty. Put
You
your
seem lost.
because balance is supposed to be indicative of a lot of things. So if you want to check if you have good balance, it helps you to stand on one foot and put on your sock and shoe while you're standing on one leg.
How do you do it?
Sitting down.
Sitting down.
You stand up and balance on one leg.
I
actually
every
do too,
day.
actually.
You're an athlete. It's
I'm an
different.
Are
for
you
you.
leaning
Yeah,
against a
that's true.
wall?
No,
High-level
I feel like
athlete,
I'm
high
weak if
caliber.
I'm leaning against a wall. Every
This
morning.
is the same man who
No,
won't
see,
lay on a couch.
You gotta see. Sometimes he stands on no feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just levitates.
Yeah.
So you're telling me every morning
Yeah.
you stand on one foot.
Yeah, and put my sock on, then I put my shoe on, then I stand on the other and put my sock on, then I put my shoe on. I'm very agile.
This might be personal. Underpants. How do you put those on?
I put them one leg at a time. A lot of guys are trying to do
somebody
the
can just
two
jump
jump
into
in.
them.
yeah.
I used to do it, but
So you never
once I-
sit, always
no,
standing.
why would you sit down? It's a sign of weakness and surrender.
Yeah.
Some of us are still fighting to hang on here.
Yeah.
Some of us have given up.
It's the season of our lives.
Yeah.
Have you always laid down to put your shoes and socks on?
Well, my mother always
Lay
told
down.
me.
She's still under the covers when she's putting her socks on.
My mother always said, "Why stand when you can sit?"
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a good
yeah, yeah.
adage that
Well,
has
that
held
does make
true
sense.
Mom
in our
birds are a long line
family.
of overachievers. We know that.
Well, now we know a little more about each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Lauren, are you a standy or
I
a sitter?
stand, but it's because I'm too lazy to find somewhere to sit.
Yeah, there's no
I think
place
it's
for
just
me
like,
to
I
sit.
just put my tights on
I'm
standing.
ambidextrous. I do it both ways.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
sitting,
there you
standing, I do it
go.
all.
Yeah.
And you go sock,
Depending on
sock,
the day.
shoe, shoe, or do you go sock, shoe, sock, shoe?
No, I put both socks on. Then I go downstairs and put both shoes on. What kind of psycho puts on sock, shoe, sock, shoe?
I do. I put on sock, shoe, sock,
So you
shoe.
walk around your house barefoot until you're ready to walk out the door.
You bring your socks to
Or do you
to
wear your shoes in the house like some kind of
I wear
farm
shoes
animal?
in the
Oh,
house.
you can't
As
do
I'm
that,
walking out the
no.
door, I put them on.
Wow. Thought I knew you.
Yeah. All right.
It's a lot of layers.
Yeah. I really don't think that that's all that.
I don't think
Off
most
the
people can
reservation.
balance that well. I mean, you have to lean against something. I don't know.
You're
Am I
acting
alone
like you
here?
just won the Olympic gold in judo.
Yeah.
He's balancing on one foot.
I mean, occasionally you do it, but it's like, why not just lean on something when you're doing it instead of putting yourself through that
Yeah.
struggle?
Yeah.
Right, Ray? Sit down.
You're sitting down, Ray?
Of course. Thank you.
All right.
Pelican.
Hey, why don't you just try it for a week? Start for a week. Just try standing.
Yeah.
You'll see the
Got through
joy
this
of it.
far.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 2, credit to Brooke Foster on Twitter
Right.
for this one. You can see this is a photo of an eagle, and in the next photo, you can see there's a sign and it says, "Is that eagle hurt?" If you see an eagle lying down in the back left corner under a perch, that's Murphy. Murphy is not hurt, sick, or otherwise in distress. He has built a nest on the ground and is very carefully incubating a rock. We wish him the best of luck, and this is from the World Bird Sanctuary in St. Louis, where they do wonderful work to help the injured birds.
So,
Trying to
there's,
support your argument, Robin.
so the eagle thinks that's a baby. It's like an egg.
Yeah,
and
they're
it's
not
a
the
rock.
smartest. That's our national bird.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
Pretty on brand.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Strong, but not smart.
Okay, all right. All right, number 1, people of a certain age will remember this theme song to Family Ties. Okay? But most people would be surprised to learn who the original singers are.
Oh, all
Listen.
right.
Here we are. wheelhouse, do you know?
What?
Any idea? This is your
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to read the script because I already know the answer.
Oh.
Yeah, so this version is from season 1 of the show,
Yeah.
1982, okay? Without us, what would we do, baby?
Oh boy.
And there ain't no nothing we
Wow. Each other through.
Oh boy, Patrick.
And
There you
Justine
go.
Bateman's in the news too today.
Really?
You know, she's complaining that people are saying she looks old, and she's like, I don't give a you know what.
Yeah.
I'm gonna age. I don't care. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
getting
are
one
old,
done.
yeah.
Who cares?
Anyway, the
Age is
whole point of this, the singers from season 1 are Dennis Tufano and Mindy Sterling.
Oh.
Tufano grew up in Lincoln Square, went to school next door here at Gordon Tech, which is now DePaul College Prep. He was in a group. What did I say? Logan Square, whatever. Okay, the group auditioned for a spot on the All-Time Hits, which is a variety show right here on WGN. The producers wanted the group to have a British-sounding name, and a security guard suggested the Buckinghams. They won a 13-week contract, went on to have a bunch of hits, including this one. That one, kind of a drag. Anyway, Tufano had a great career in Hollywood, but there's more. The female voice in that duet
Get out of here.
is this woman
Oh, from Austin.
from Austin Powers, the
What was
Frau.
her favorite her line in that? There you
Yes,
go.
that's the one. He says, Scott. That's right. Her name is Mindy Sterling.
Yeah. Oh,
So
wow.
she's, been on TV since the 70s, a lot of Nickelodeon show, The Goldbergs. Anyway, after the 10th episode of that first season of Family Ties, they changed the singers. So from then on, the song was performed by Johnny Mathis and Denise Williams. Wonder why they changed it. So is this the new is this the second version?
I don't like
yeah.
this one.
Different, yeah.
Oh, I love Johnny Mathis.
And I bet we'll be together.
Denise Williams she's the one. Let's hear it for the boys.
Yes, yes.
Remember, Paul?
Oh yeah.
Let's hear it for the boys.
Yeah.
You must have heard that song. It's a great song.
Boy, that was a deep dive we did there.
That was good, though.
Really good, producer.
Yeah.
Nice deep dive there.
Take that,
Thank you.
Larry. That was a good backstory.
Yeah. This show is really off the Mike's beginning with the farting bozo. Like
Yeah, that was-
we're
that
on
was
fire right
Better
now.
ones we've had in a while.
Pius better check his contract because we're excelling without him.
Yeah.
He's worried. He's sitting at home.
Yeah. Consumed with
It's
this.
a 9 at 9.
Hey, Larry.